next one, and this your boy Trump. I mean, I'm the perfect person to talk about this. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to tell you guys why I am the perfect person to talk about Trump threatening Harvard University to essentially pull their patents. And for whatever reason, man, Trump has been going hard on Harvard. I know I was looking into this. And it seems like a big reason for that is something about, anti-Semitic or whatever the case may be, that I'm not going to get off into that. But I myself, as I was coming up in law school at the Michigan State University College of Law, I worked in a tech transfer department at Michigan State as I was in law school that first year. And essentially what the tech transfer department is, a lot of companies, a lot of universities, especially like big universities who have nice research, a decent research kind of lab or department, they have tech transfer departments where all the technologies that come out of that university, they go over to the tech transfer office, and the tech transfer office kind of deals with the IP and licensing and essentially making money from them so that they can make money for the university. I think Michigan State, man, they had a blueberry. It was some blueberry that they got a patent on. They were making a ton of money off of that blueberry patent. It was like tens of millions of dollars in the tech transfer office. So again, from the research departments or whatever at that university, once they kind of get something that they think is novel and should be get protected, they send it to the tech transfer office. I was like the intern, a commercialization intern. So I'll take the product, do a market research, and do a little bit of a patentability search, give a presentation to the managers to say whether or not we should proceed with this product. And then if I say yes, the managers would essentially work with outside counsel to get a patent on it and then work to try to get it licensed to other people. So that's essentially what a tech transfer department is. Again, Harvard has one. And a lot of times with these tech transfer departments, when they're kind of building companies and even the research departments themselves, they're federally funded. So the federal government gave Michigan State a lot of research money, just like the federal government gives Harvard a lot of research money. And in exchange for that research money, they get essentially a non-exclusive license on the IP, on the patents. And you can see this because if you have a patent that has been given research money from the federal government, you have to put it at the top of the patent that, hey, this patent was supported by essentially the federal government giving us money to be able to kind of get a patent on a product. So again, just like Michigan State and Harvard, when they get their IP protected, the federal government has a non-exclusive license to be able to use the actual technology. And to the extent that the research university, Michigan State or Harvard in this case, they are not giving or allowing that technology to be accessible to the public, the federal government does have the right to come in and essentially kind of take the patent away from the university. I can tell you that rarely happens. Again, the federal government, it's a business, but they are not in business of these individual technologies. They give the money, they have some type of ownership in it, essentially, or a license in this case. However, they typically don't mess with the university in terms of saying, hey, what you can and can't do with the product. It's up to the university to license it out to companies to make money for their university. I think the whole tech transfer department was essentially kind of, again, making money for the university to support themselves, but also to make money for the university. So in this case, in my opinion, I think Trump is messing with Harvard a little bit too much. You see the article, it says Trump administration threatens to take Harvard's patents. Like I said, the federal government would never do this. They can do this. Technically, it's in a wheelhouse, but this is not what typically happens because the federal government doesn't care. They're going to give you the money to be able to develop your product and kind of create a business off of it and make money off of it. And then their kind of hands are like kind of whatever. Yeah, they do have a license to be able to kind of use it or whatever the case may be. But again, the federal government is not into trying to create businesses off of these technologies that are being developed at the universities. They're relying on the university to do that. So when Trump is doing this, he's, like I said, he's messing with them because no federal government, no administration would do this. It seems like he has something out for Harvard. And like I said, even though it's within the wheelhouse of the federal government and the executive branch, Trump and his administration to do this, it'll never happen. So again, that's that. Let me know what you guys think about that. He hasn't done it. I guess he has informed Harvard that they're going to be looking at all of their patents to make sure that they are kind of using them or licensing them. And to the extent that they're not, then I guess he's saying they can be taken from the federal government. And I can tell you one of the big things is the federal government or the university, they want to try to license and make money off the product. It doesn't make sense for them to get a patent, then sit on it. They're trying to make money off of it to make money for the university and be held in like high regard, not only by the government, but also by the university. So I think this personally is a witch hunt. If I had to keep it kind of 100, and kind of tell it like it is or be honest, I don't think Harvard is sitting on any patents. I think any patents that they can make money from and license it, I think it's in their best interest to do so for the university's sake, as well as to try to get more money from the federal government. So I think this is a witch hunt, and for whatever reason, Trump has it out for Harvard clearly. So kind of that's that. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, and to the extent that you guys have some additional information that I'm not considering, definitely let me know on that.